Hi there, my name is Ian Oswald and welcome to this series. Here I'm going to introduce you, the Python beginner, to variables and data structures in Python. I want to give you a high-level overview of all of the common variable usage and data types that you'll come across in Python so that you can read tutorials and learn Python more quickly. Of course, all these visual examples will stick in your head, so when you see examples online, I imagine you'll think back to what you saw here and you'll know exactly how the data type is expected to work, its common usage and some of the limitations of it, rather than just having to read and try to guess what's going on. So in this series, first of all, I cover the fact that all variables are objects in Python. This is different to many other languages which might mix objects and fundamental data types, or might just have fundamental data types. So those are dumb locations in memory with no behaviour attached to them. In Python, everything is an object. We also look at scope. The scoping rules are a bit different from other languages, pretty similar, but it's always good to have a visual demonstration of some of the differences, especially the one key difference which I see catching out beginners. I'll show you that difference so it won't catch you out. Then I go on to look at integers and floating point arithmetic, the decimal data type, which is not subject to the rounding errors in the floating point data type, strings, Unicode strings and Boolean values, and then we look at containers like list and set, the dictionary and the tuple. Finally, we take a look at the none data type, which is a bit like null in C, and then we look at printing. Printing is the usual way for getting output from a program to the screen. It's nice to know how print works and the magic methods that are going on that are being called on objects to make a string representation of an object for display on screen. It'll be good for you to know how that works, and also good for you to know that in Python 3000, which is the next major version of Python coming later in 2008, that the format of the print command is changing, and that's bound to cause a little bit of confusion for beginners when they first use Python 3000 and they're reading Python 2 introductory texts. So I'll just discuss that at the end of the series. Okay, I hope you enjoy this series and learn a lot from this visual introduction to data types and variables with Python.